Hey everyone, it's Kaycienikole, and today I'm going to take you through a really quick morning-based yoga practice. The focus is going to be on just opening and awakening the different areas of the body to leave you feeling ready for your day. I do have 2 blocks and a strap available just in case. Do what feels right for you. We're going to start off in a standing position. So make your way to the top of the mat. Feet about the width of the hips, arms resting down to the sides. Spine lifts up nice and tall, drawing through the crown of the head, and really feel the rooting through the feet. Feel the toes, the balls of the feet, the heels, feel that natural sway in your body, and allowing yourself to find that center point of balance where you're able to root in evenly and feel that lifting. Now, as you close your eyes, relax your breath all the way out of your lungs. Through the nose, take a slow breath in, fill up your belly, open up into your ribs, and then expand it all the way up into your chest, your upper torso, and hold the breath here. Retain it for a moment, stretching those lungs open, and then just open up the mouth and exhale, let it all the way out. Again, slow inhale, fill up the belly, fill up your rib cage. Draw the breath up into your chest and your shoulders, your upper back. The entire torso expands, holding it here. And then just open up the mouth and let it go. One more slow inhale. Fill up from the bottom to the top, all the way around. Once you've reached the top of the breath, just pause here for a moment. We're going to keep the breath through the nose. As you exhale just as slowly, empty the breath all the way back out. Now, gently blink open through your eyes. From here, we're going to get some movement flowing. Inhale, reach the arms up high over your head. Open up the chest at the top. And then exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Take a generous bend into your knees and just let your body hang out. As you drape over the legs, your hands can stay heavy. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. You can sway side to side. Give yourself another breath or so, just kind of releasing through the hamstrings, but also releasing into your lower back. If your legs are too straight, it's going to create too much tension in the hamstrings. We want to make sure we're kind of just draping and decompressing the lower spine. Make your way back to center. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, holding here. Nice flat back. Right hand plants underneath the shoulder, either to the ground or to a block, which can help create more space. If you have a block, press into it and lift up away from it. Left hand to your left hip. Take a deep bend into your right knee. You can straighten out the left leg as much as it's comfortable. And with a lengthened spine, just begin to open up your ribs and chest to the left side. Maybe the left arm reaches up, or even draping it around into the lower back. Give yourself another breath here. And then on your next exhale, left hand comes all the way down. Bend the knees, folding over. Lengthen the spine, breath in. This time, left hand plants to a block or to the ground right below the left shoulder, pressing down into it, right hand, right hip. Bend deeply in your left knee, straighten out through the right as much as you can, and then open up your ribs and chest to the right side. Stay here. Right arm can extend up. It can drape to the lower back, wherever it feels best for you. Give yourself another breath. And then on your next exhale, right hand comes all the way down, folding over. You can set the block out of your way if you have it. Inhale, lengthen the spine, just like we did before. This time, hold on your exhale. We're going to keep a flat back. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up nice and tall. Open up the chest. And then join your hands together at your heart center. We're going to take the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers, or you can take a strap between the hands and hold on to the strap for a little more space on the shoulders and to be able to get full extension. Inhale, knuckles draw down, heart lifts up. Exhale, hinging over, feel the arms pulling away from the lower back. Let your head drop. And if you're having a hard time either straightening the arms or lifting them away from your lower back, Use a strap, create more space. The more distance between the hands, the more you can access the depth of your shoulders. One more breath here. And then stay in your forward fold. Feel your knuckles come towards your back and then release your hands all the way down towards the ground. Long spine, take a deep breath in. Walk your feet out the width of the mat, turn the toes away from each other, and as you sink the hips, you can either drop your elbows high into a high squat, you can sit onto a block or two, or you can come all the way down into a low squat. Hands to heart center if you can, but otherwise hands at the ground is okay. Lift your chest, open up the thighs, knees point in the same direction of the toes, and then just sway a little bit side to side. Feel that opening into the inner hips. If you need to come in and out of this position, please listen to your body. Do what feels best for you. Now, as you come to center, keep your right arm hooked to the inside of the right leg, but maybe slide the arm in a little bit more. Right hand reaches out and down, stapling to the ground. Open up ribs and chest. Left hand reaches up high. Take another breath. And then slowly chest up, hands to heart center. Stay here, or left arm slides to the inner left leg. Reach left hand out and down. Open up ribs and chest. Right hand reaches up. Take another breath. And then hands connect back at your heart. Heart lifts up tall. And then let's drop the hands back down to the ground. Walk them forward slightly until you can lift the hips, walk the feet back towards each other, and shake everything out. Okay. From the front of the mat, lengthen your spine, breath in, and then take a big step back with your left foot. Big step back. Make sure your front knee stacks directly over the ankle, and then drop the back knee. Release the toes. From here, hands can stay on the ground as you let your hips sink forward and down. Tail reaches towards the floor. Or hands can walk up onto your front leg, or even reaching the arms up high over your head. Whatever feels best for you, give yourself another breath or two. The hips continue to drive forward and down. Tail continues to reach towards the ground. One more breath here. Now on your exhale, take your left hand down underneath your shoulder to a block or to the ground. Okay, block once again creates more space. Right arm stays lifted. Open up your ribs and chest to that right side. Stay here, or bend your back knee and catch your foot. Give yourself another breath or two. And then gently release the foot if you have it. Take that top hand. Let's bring it all the way down, framing your front foot. Now we're going to pull the hips back a little bit, walk the front foot forward a couple inches, and then roll up onto the front heel, toes pulling back. Keep your hips stacked over the back knee. And if you're having trouble straightening out the front leg with your hands on the ground, take your hands up onto blocks to give more space. Lengthen the spine, breath in, and exhale, forward fold. Take another breath or two. Now let's go ahead and lengthen the spine, rebend that front knee. And as you plant the foot, tuck the back toes, lift the knee off the ground. We're going to open up the back foot to a 90-degree angle. So set the heel, toes point to the side of the mat. Inhale up, warrior two. So you're going to bend deeply into your front knee. Back leg is straight and strong. Arms reaching forward and back. So as you reach, we're going to build a little bit of dynamic movement. So sink it a little bit more. And inhale, straighten out your front leg, reach your arms up. And exhale, bend your front knee, sink in. Inhale, reach up, straighten. Exhale, sink in. Let's do that again. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, sink in. Now this time, inhale, straighten out the leg, pivot the toes to the side of the mat. Arms reach up, inhale. And exhale, forward fold, hinging over. Lengthen the spine, deep breath in. And then exhale, forward fold. You can keep the hands underneath your face. You can grab the ankles. You can walk the hands back behind the legs, through them as you draw in more deeply. Do what feels best for you. A couple more breaths, equal weight in your feet between heels and toes. Then inhale, lengthen your spine, hands walk back underneath the face. Walk your hands around to the front of the mat as you pivot your feet, and then step forward. Back to the top of the mat. Lengthening the spine, and exhale, take a big step back now with your right foot. Make sure the front knee stacks right over the ankle again, and then gently drop the back knee. Release the toes. Feel your tail reaching down as your hips start to drive forward and down. Stay here with the hands on the ground or on blocks. Maybe hands walk up onto the front thigh. Maybe arms stretch high over your head. Same thing. Feel the hips sinking in so you're getting that nice opening across the front of the right hip, but the tail's reaching down to keep the pelvis nice and neutral so we're not dumping into our lower backs. Take another breath in. Exhale, take your right hand down underneath the shoulder to a block or to the floor. Open up your ribs and chest, left hand high. Option to stay here. Maybe bend the back knee and catch the foot as you draw it in. Give yourself another breath wherever you are. Exhale, release the foot if you have it. Take that top hand all the way down to frame your front foot. Then we're going to pull the hips back a little bit, walk the front foot forward a couple inches, and then roll up onto the front heel. Option to take your hands up onto blocks for more space. Lengthening out the spine, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, folding over. Give yourself a couple more breaths, feeling into the back of that left leg. Then let's go ahead and re-bend that knee as you lengthen out the spine. As you plant the foot, let's tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and open up the back foot 90 degrees, toes to the side. Inhale up, warrior two. Coming all the way up, sinking in, arms reaching forward and back. Get as deep of a bend into that front leg as you can. Now on your next inhale, straighten out the front leg, reach the arms high over your head. Exhale, bend the knees, sink in. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, bend, reach forward and back. Again, inhale up. Exhale, sink in. Now, this time as you inhale, straighten, pivot the left toes to the side of the mat. I'm going to turn towards you. Lengthen the spine and exhale, just forward fold. Stay where you are. I'm just doing this so it's a little bit easier to see. Lengthen the spine. You're going to walk your hands directly off your mat to the side. Walk them out in front of you. And then sink your chest towards the ground, getting a nice opening into your chest, your shoulders, and your upper back. Also feeling a nice opening into those hamstrings. You can also come up onto the fingertips if that helps access more depth. One more breath. Walking the hands back underneath the face. Walk your hands around to the front of the mat. Pivot your feet. This time, step back. Drop the knees, tabletop position. From tabletop, fingers spread out wide. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chin to your chest. Tuck your tail, round your back. Cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly. Scoop up through your heart. Lift up through your sit bones. Cow pose. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, drape down and open. Go ahead and do a couple more on your own. And then make your way back into a neutral spine. Lower your forearms down to the ground at the front of the mat, parallel to each other. Walk the knees back. Drape the hips down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Try to get the elbows to stack right underneath your shoulders. Press down into the forearms, lifting up through your chest. Grip the ground with your hands. And imagine you're pulling the ground towards you. As you pull the ground in, feel your ribs start to draw forward. Feel your heart lifting up. Couple more deepened breaths. Now open up the elbows, lower the chest towards the ground, slide your hands underneath the shoulders. 3 rounds of back bends here. As high as it feels good in your body. Press to the hands, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. 2 more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. 1 more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull back onto the knees. Sink the hips towards the heels, knees either wide or together, and just let yourself sink into a nice little child's pose. Then rock forward, tabletop, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Come all the way to the back of the mat, letting yourself just fold over. Lengthen your spine, breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to standing, reach up tall, arms lift, open up the chest. Take your hands together, heart center. Let's open the arms out to the sides, find a focal point in front of you, and just lift your heels off the ground, getting a little bit more active through your core, through the stabilizing muscles within the body. If the heels drop down, it's okay. Just bring them back up. Take one foot, step it slightly forward. Transfer weight into the front foot, back foot gets light. With control, step the back foot forward. Transfer weight, slow and steady, right foot steps forward. Or whichever foot steps forward. Just continue on your own, stepping your back foot in front until you're at the top of the mat. Once you're there, lift the heels a little higher and then drop them down, drop the arms, shake everything out. All right, separate your feet about the width of your hips, looseness in your knees here. So you take a soft bend and just start to sweep the arms side to side and then pivot on your feet as you do. Nice deep breath. And then slowly sway yourself back to center. Arms reach up, inhale. Big morning stretch. Pull your elbows back. Open up your ribs and chest and sweep your arms down to your sides. Connect your hands at your heart and just feel that energy in your body. Set an intention to guide you through the rest of your day. Whatever that is, try not to overthink it. Thank your bodies for all that they do for you. And thank you for allowing me to guide you today. Open up your eyes when you're ready. Sometimes all it takes is a quick practice, getting your body moving and flowing, awakening those spaces to leave you feeling more ready for your day. I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments. Share this with someone you think may enjoy. And I'm looking forward to practicing with y'all next time. Thank you.